Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of One More Day. In this episode, we have our first, not our first guest, I guess. I had a guest in the very second episode, but then Addi technically became a guest. But our first, we'll say our first set of guests. Lyndsie and Nick Raventos. How are you guys doing?
We are good. We're excited to be on here.
Well, we're excited to have you. Let's see. So, Lyndsie is the one that actually makes the artwork for the channel, and it's absolutely phenomenal, I've got to say.
Thank you.
So, we are going to be talking about conspiracy theories this week. And one thing I didn't tell Lyndsie and Nick on purpose was we are also going to be trying to debunk each other's conspiracy theories, which I'm sure should be lots of fun.
Oh,
what if we just all agree on everything?
That's probably going to happen. Because Addi doesn't actually have a lot of conspiracy theories. I need to make her a new tinfoil hat. Okay.
Sorry, we're trying to figure out.
So, essentially, we're just going to kind of go person to person, like, hey, what are some conspiracy theories you personally believe in? And then everyone else is going to be trying to debunk that. It's kind of like a game.
Okay, that works for me.
So I can go first, you guys can go first. Addi can go first if she wants. We got options.
Looking at what you've got on your list, you're probably going to cover the few things I had anyways.
I did my homework. Sort of.
Guess first.
This is right up Nick's alley.
Good. Does that mean Nick wants to go first? Here, I can go first. Okay, so the first one that I personally believe in is I believe that the government killed JFK as well as Martin Luther King Jr. I believe
Okay,
that
I agree with that.
they didn't want the goodness, I can't think of the word. I guess racial movement to go forward, and JFK was very much, from my understanding, about uncovering truth on a lot of matters, and they didn't like that very much. And Martin Luther King Jr. was also stirring up a lot of quote-unquote issues that really did need to be talked about, and he did the right thing, but they didn't want to talk about it or hear about it. So there's also a theory that, I guess a specific one that I guess piqued my interest. I was reading through them today, and it's called the Three Tramps. Now, during the shooting and after the shooting, the police found three tramps, so like three homeless men, kind of nearby, and they were detained. And it is believed that these three men were actually FBI or CIA agents. E. Howard Hunt, David Sanchez Morales. Nope, I lied. Nope. E. Howard Hunt, Frank Sturgis. I'm trying to find the name. It's just not there. Oh, sorry. And then Carswell. I don't have his first name for some reason. Yeah, they were CIA agents. But anyway, that's what I believe is that they called in that hit.
The more I think that the government's controlling everything, the more I can believe these things. Like, yeah, I feel like the government could do that.
The president's kind of gone from an actual person of power to more of a figurehead. But yeah, that's one that I believed. I wanted to start off our role here.
Okay.
So let's see. Anyone wanna fight that, or are we all in a agreement that the government's evil?
I think we all agree that, yeah, JFK, that was definitely the government.
Well, I can add on to that. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can add on to that.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would love
yeah,
to.
we can hear you.
I would love to
Go ahead.
hear your insights.
Well, he was trying to cancel the CIA as well. He was trying to completely disband the CIA.
Okay, I thought I
At
had
the
read
same
that.
time, JFK. Yeah, so agreed. That's all.
Yeah. Another reason that to
Okay, that one,
believe it.
I'm going to put the stamp of truth on that one.
Oh, so us four is our.
Obviously, we're experts.
Oh.
Sorry, you're going to hear me typing. I found a stamp of truth, and I just want to put it
Oh, I was like, you're literally gonna put it on your page.
I sure am. Okay. Who wants to go next? Or I can just go through all of mine if you want. I've got a couple.
I have one.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, and this one's really important. I heard, well, I saw some videos, that Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by a
I've
girl
seen
that
that
looks
one.
just like her.
I've seen
And
that
if you go
one.
through and you look at all of the stuff, her face shape changed a little bit, her style changed, and I guess her handwriting even changed. And the things that she was writing songs about, because she went from like Skater Boy to what her most recent song was about praying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were saying that she was killed or that she died and was replaced by a lookalike. And it seems believable to me, honestly.
I mean, yeah, I could definitely see that. I could see that with a couple of people. There's also one that's very similar to that, with Joe Biden. If you look at some of his younger pictures and stuff, he looks a lot different than he does now.
I did see that. Are we just getting bamboozled by TikTok?
That's the
That's
the
right,
thing
yeah,
about
like-
conspiracy theories. Yeah.
So I saw this one on Reddit, which isn't honestly much better, but he looks very different, I guess, if you look at a couple of different photos. I'm trying to find them. Google's trying to shut down all my
Yeah.
conspiracy theory things.
Trying to make it so we can't pull up anything.
We
So-
actually
I
hadn't
watched
heard of either
a
of those.
movie about that was really interesting.
Really?
We watched Alex's War. Is that what it was called? So Alex Jones. And
Oh,
yeah, he
yeah.
like would talk about conspiracies and stuff, and then like just seeing all of the things that would happen. It was crazy. Like
Mhm.
some of the stuff I'd never even heard of. But yeah, if you like conspiracies, that's definitely a movie to check out.
Well, it's because the government's putting chemicals in the water that turns the frogs gay. Have you heard that song? It's a good song.
I know what you're talking about.
So I could believe that Avril Lavigne was switched out. You know, good old switcheroo.
Michael Jackson as well. I just have to interject. It's Michael Jackson. He's alive and well, and when he transitioned into the skin thing, the white, he was sick of the public life, and that's an
I could see
I,
that.
I could see him. I could see him doing that. Actually,
I've actually seen something like that about Elvis as well. That he's, let's see.
I have heard the Elvis is alive still.
There
I
he
mean,
is.
Elvis would be how old now? Like
The-
80?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
this was from a little bit ago, but it's essentially like he's actually just like a groundskeeper of his estate. Right there. But that one I don't know as much because he was real into the drugs when he passed. So that one I wouldn't be surprised if he had passed away. I've also seen one about Tupac being alive.
Oh,
Machiavelli, yeah,
yeah.
Machiavelli.
Yep.
Yeah.
So many.
I mean, really, if you think about it, if it was Elvis and Michael Jackson, like Michael Jackson could have gotten the idea from Elvis.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
didn't his
I think his
Elvis's
daughter
father,
married.
Michael Jackson, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, I mean, what are the chances they both would have died?
Yeah.
And
Yep,
I guess
Lisa
maybe
Marie
because
Presley.
Everybody dies, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. It's just, a family thing.
Or maybe she killed them both.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could see them faking their own deaths just to get out of the public eye. Because that's gotta suck.
Mm-hmm.
That's gotta be absolutely horrid. Especially because, I mean, even Michael Jackson, he was singing and was, like, famous back in the Jackson 5.
It's a long
Yeah.
life with your life just out in the public.
Well, that
I
and
could see that.
everything started to get really bad for him before he died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's when was right before all of the Me Too and Bill Cosby stuff.
Yeah.
I think
for
it's
sure.
a little different tone than it.
But
Is he
yeah,
still
I
alive?
could see
That's
that.
the question.
I could see it. I can't say for sure yes, because I gotta see a picture. Wait. Sorry. Keyboard's
I
clacking.
mean, I have seen pictures that showed like when he got to the hospital, they like took him out of the back of the ambulance or whatever, and he was still alive. Like they were like
Interesting.
ushering him in somewhere, and he was like walking around.
Okay. I could see it. And it's not like he was a stranger to plastic surgery either. Like, he totally could have just gotten plastic surgery again and no one would know.
True.
Oh,
Indeed.
that's what I was looking for. So yeah, I'll say I'll go with it.
What about Avril Lavigne?
I'll go with Avril
I
Lavigne,
feel like that
especially
one
with the
could be-
complete change of
Yeah. Like the
so many things.
the music and
Music, the demeanor, face. Yeah, I could see it. I'm gonna say, where's my stamp?
I don't think that was one that was on yours, was it?
And it was not.
I was gonna say that
that's
was
right. I
theirs.
can't put a stamp on someone else's.
I was like, you can't
Consider
put a stamp on a
yourself
stamp.
stamped. All right, who's next?
Go for it, Addi.
Well, I feel like mine kind of just falls under a lot of the things that we're gonna cover, but like the government having more control in everything than anyone believes, like JFK and like the social media now, and like I think there was a story that like I don't know a lot of information about this, but someone had figured out a car that ran on water
Oh yeah,
and they
then you
died. Yeah.
Well, every one of them. Yep.
Yeah,
lot of those.
but yeah, there's like tons. I was like, that's just the one that came to my
And
mind,
there's
but
been
there's
some that,
tons
like-
of
I mean,
things
with
like
the water,
that.
Anybody who makes a
Yeah.
vehicle that runs on
Oh
water,
yeah,
icing.
yeah. But it's like it's not just a vehicle on water. It's anyone that like gets close to revealing something, and they're like, oh, if I die suddenly, I didn't commit suicide, and then like they die, and the government says they committed
Who did that
suicide.
happen to recently? I think it was McAfee. That happened to. Yeah, I think that he knew something about Clinton's or something.
You keep leaning really
yeah,
far
there's been a
that
lot of
way, and I don't know
those.
how actually loud you are in that.
I can see it right here.
Oh, it's like, you keep getting quiet.
Yeah,
Well, really, that kind of goes along with Aaron Carter's death.
yeah, I saw that.
Because, yeah, after that, like, videos had surfaced before where he was, like, pleading for people to donate to a GoFundMe so that he could run away and like hide from the people that were after him for trying to expose bad people in the music industry. And he was saying, like, if anything happens to me, like, it was not suicide, like...
Yep. Like, so many people come out, and they're like, I did not commit suicide. Like, if I die, It's like, I did not commit suicide. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the government's got a lot.
But, yeah, like, I feel like that one just kind of falls under a lot of the ones that we're probably going to cover, so...
And I truth. Stamp of truth. Right on your forehead. Okay, Nick. I think it's your turn.
What?
Yeah.
No. Well, I can go into the last one. I know of a reporter who was reporting on a general in the army and who got him into a lot of trouble. I think he got him fired. You can look it up. I can't remember the name of the general or the reporter, but he ended up wrapping his car that could be hacked around a tree. I think they hacked his car, and he basically exploded. You know, they just controlled it and drove him into a tree.
I could see that.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like with all the electric cars today, yeah, I didn't even think about cars being hacked, but they totally could now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Just another thing for the government to spy on you with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry, go ahead, Addi.
I was at a girls' weekend with my mom's family, and one of my cousins had like a camera cover on her phone, and she specifically said it was because she didn't want the government watching her go poop. And I was like, that's very specific, but okay.
I figure at this point they know probably everything about me anyway, so it's like I'm not that exciting. I don't have knowledge or secrets.
I had people at my work think it's a conspiracy.
Okay.
So, a couple weeks ago at work, because I worked right off the freeway, like right off I-15, and there was a car, so this is the story that's come out, there was a car that was sideswiped by a semi-truck that was hauling cars, and the semi-truck jackknifed, and the car ended up going off over to the side, but then apparently the guy shot himself, the guy in the car. So there's a bunch of different things that they were saying maybe happened. So I guess they found the guy in the passenger seat of the car, which doesn't make any sense why he would be over in the passenger side. And then they were saying that they saw the guy in the semi-truck get out and go over and shoot the guy in the car. And then they said that the guy committed suicide while he was driving, and that's what made him hit into the semi-truck. So we're all watching like all of the aftermath out the windows at work, and they're just like go and they pick up the body and stuff, but the body was on the ground. It wasn't in the car. So nobody knows like what happened there. And then we saw them pick up the gun and just like go and haul it away. And all of that had been out for a while. And then the paramedics had gone over when they first got there to almost like work on the guy. And then they just turned around and walked off. And so we pulled up the security cameras that we have pointing at the freeway. And the 4-minute time frame that all that happened, there'd been a glitch in the computer system.
Oh. Yeah, so something's... Right. There was probably a...
You're going to have to call in Agent Mulder.
Isn't that so crazy?
Yeah, gosh.
Yep. Weird.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Makes you wonder who the guy was.
I don't know if I want to know who the guy was. I don't want to be mad.
That's what Nick said when I called him. He was like, I heard nothing.
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, I mean, it's super crazy. You're just watching all of this go down. But then there was like no information about it. Like No,
Oh, like no
there was one picture.
announcement. That's crazy.
Probably someone on the run.
I mean, it almost sounds like a professional hit.
Yeah. Especially because they had access to being able to take out the cameras in the vicinity. Sounds like something that would happen in a video game.
Right?
Maybe we are in a video game. There's another conspiracy theory. Not one I personally believe, but there's another conspiracy theory. Because if we were, this wouldn't be a very good selling game.
I mean, going along with that, I heard on TikTok, and I heard this thing, and Nick thinks that I'm crazy.
No, that's not.
So there was a TikTok that said, "What if the world had really ended in 2012, and we're all dead already, and so nothing really matters because we're already dead. But like we all died at the same time, and so we're all just kind of going about our, almost regular lives." And I was like, "Well, that kind of makes
I want
sense."
my ghost taxes lowered.
Right. If that's
like,
the case, why does our life why is our life how it is?
Well, because apparently we didn't make it to heaven.
This is purgatory.
Wherever we are.
I could see
But
that.
I mean,
actually.
I like to remind myself of that on hard days. I'm like, I mean,
It's
nothing
not
really
real.
matters because we've been dead for 10
I do
years.
that. There you go. I like that one. I should put that on a shirt. Nothing really matters. We've all been dead for 10 years. I like that one. Okay, what about this next one? Bigfoot is real. Like this is kind of going into cryptids.
So the theories that I've heard on Bigfoot, this is the one that I liked the most. It said that Bigfoot is really Kane.
I was just about to say that.
That's the exact route that we were gonna. I think that me and Connor were both gonna go.
Because he was destined to roam the earth forever.
Yeah, yeah.
That one makes the most sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a story of Joseph Smith running into Kane, actually.
You mean Bigfoot?
Big Canefoot.
I have a scary story while you're searching that about this, the Bigfoot that I heard from my brother's friend, who was, take it for what it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
It's a story from somebody who was camping in the Pacific Northwest, but they were there with the scouts, and they were camping and looking down kind of into a little valley that there was a lake in, and they saw, as they were there right before nightfall, like a giant, what you would describe as a Bigfoot, walk over to the lake and use its hand as a cup and drink out of the lake. And as he was drinking, he looked up at him and made eye contact with him. And that night they were terrified. They lit the fires all night long, and they all stayed awake all night long with their guns. And
I'd have left.
That's a story I heard when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I was wrong. It wasn't Joseph Smith. Let's see here. Maybe this actually might be a different story. Come on, where'd it go?
Well, what was the first?
It's in Spencer W. Kimball's book, Miracle of Forgiveness. And it records an account claiming Apostle David W. Patton met a very large hairy man who identified himself as Cain during a mule ride. And it says, comes at the end of an account about Cain when he is talking about the consequences of sin and how people can sin against the light they have been given.
I mean, he'd have to be roaming the earth like he is. He'd have to be pretty bulky, and he'd have to have.
I think
hair everywhere to actually survive in the wild.
And
like
if it's
an animal
not
like that.
Cain, I do believe that they're real because in my history class there's a lot of, like, I guess hieroglyphs and stuff that we've looked at, or in petroglyphs. And it's crazy just how many societies and religions have a mythos of a large, hairy beast, like humanoid beast.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the
Okay,
Yeti,
so
you've
that-
got Bigfoot,
Yes.
Sasquatch.
Mm-hmm.
If you look up Gigantopithecus,
Oh, I've seen that.
It's a large primate, yeah, and it's supposedly extinct. But if you look at all the rainforests that still exist that haven't even been explored, and the
Oh,
stories,
yeah.
that's one of the theories that I've heard thrown out there, is that the Gigantopithecus is actually still out there. And that's
Mm-hmm.
like
I could see that.
scientific, other than the Cain and Abel theory, which I like to entertain. That's another
Yeah.
one.
I could see that.
But yeah, that definitely would be...
I could see that they gained enough sentience to be smart enough to just avoid humanity.
Mm-hmm.
To avoid extinction. I could see that.
Well, and really, if you think about it, if it was Cain, wouldn't he be wearing clothes? Like, he was wearing clothes.
I mean, if you've got that much fur...
But he was
Yeah.
wearing clothes like all that time ago. I feel like it's not like
Maybe-
clothes would be a new thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, if you were cursed to just wander the earth forever, might
Without,
as well
like...
do it naked.
Yeah, without worry of, dying,
You gotta,
Maybe he's
gotta
just
air
like,
things
whatever.
Out,
And maybe that made it to where his body, like, evolved and, like, grew hair to protect him more like an animal would. But who knows?
Okay, so I
I
guess
love how
we're
it has
saying...
Chewbacca on that.
Yeah, I found a graph of like ape sizes, and it says orangutan, human, eastern lowland gorilla, Chewbacca, and then Gigantopithecus.
Yeah, it's got Chewbacca on there.
So I guess we're saying Bigfoot is a Gigantopithecus. If not, then it's Cain.
Okay.
It's there's something out there. Yeah.
Man, I wish I had like a soundbite I could play for all y'all. It'd be great.
But all of them seem like they want nothing to do with humanity, so...
Which is weird, because that goes back to kind of like the different societies and regions that I was talking about that all have different versions. Some of them are very meek, some of them are very ravenous. So that's why I could see it being a couple different Gigantopithecus.
Yeah, because, I mean, different parts of the world have different, types of bears or birds,
Like, there was, I don't remember if it was on Everest, but it was some Himalayan mountain. And there was this tent that was just torn to shreds, and no one knows what caused it. And there was no, like, there was people's stuff there, but the people were gone.
Because, I mean, like, Connor just looked up a picture of the Yeti, and it literally looks like the Gigantopithecus, but just how it would survive in an Arctic climate.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just...
it's like there's a
That's
fox
the Disney
and there's
thing.
an Arctic fox.
Yep.
exactly.
Or there's, like, a brown bear and a polar bear.
Now, I do think some Bigfoot sightings and stuff are fake. Like the one that's, I guess, most well-known where he's, like, got his arm swinging to the side and he's looking at the camera. I think that one's fake. That one does look a lot like a fursuit. It's very bulky, and there's not a lot of curvature to the body.
I do feel like a lot of people definitely stage pictures, but I also feel like they are
some.
out there. Like, you know?
It's not very many Yeti pictures, actually.
I feel like a lot of people are going to stage anything that is a conspiracy. But you can still believe in the conspiracy and not believe in the fake stuff of the supposed fake stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there was a video I saw. I don't even remember where I saw it. But these kids were out just playing in the snow, and they looked up at like this hill crest. They could just... There was a hill, and then behind the hill, there was a mountain a little further back. But they could see entire trees like being shaken and moved and like ripped out of the ground. It was spooky.
I heard that story. Yeah, I've heard that story.
I think that's the real one, Addi. But yeah, we will put the stamp of truth on that one. I guess going along with cryptids, do you guys believe in any other cryptids? Jersey Devil, Skinwalkers.
Yes, Nick is very.
Believe is a strong word. I can imagine.
I kind of feel the same way. I have, yeah.
Let's see, what are other ones?
It's fun to think about. I would have to see it.
Right? Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I agree.
I
with
get
those
that.
ones.
It's just kind of like, I don't know. When it comes to paranormal cryptids,
But then at the same time, aliens are technically classified as cryptids, and I believe in aliens. So, and I do believe in
Do you think they're us?
I think that we would be aliens to them.
You heard the theory where aliens are actually us as time travelers in the future coming back to us.
I have not, but I'm interested. I do believe in some sea monsters just because we honestly have no idea what's down
it's
there.
true. It's true. But
Loch Ness monster,
like,
I don't know about that.
like being in a lake,
I don't think like the Bear Lake
I'm
monster. I don't think is
less convinced about. But like,
What about the Elretrisku?
you good? Bless you.
Hey, you try to say that. I don't even know. Oh my goodness, it's a rooster with boobs. I kid you not.
And lips. It doesn't have a beak.
Oh my goodness. What have
Well,
I
how could that
found?
not be real?
What have I found? It's like I'm trying to send it to you and it's not letting me.
Just send it into your announcements. It's
Yeah, that'll make sense.
fine.
There we go. There you go. In case you ever want to see a rooster with boobs, it's technically a statue. Okay, so there's the Mothman as well. But anyways, yeah. Okay, I guess that moves on from mine. Who's next? We went on a good tangent on Bigfoot.
Yo, I'm ready. We're looking at
Oh,
the
Nick's
picture
ready.
of the rooster with boobs right now.
Oh.
That's interesting. How do you say that? Go back to that word. Elvetrischen. Elvetrische. What Elvetrischen?
Usually W is a V.
Is a bird-like legendary creature which is reported to be found in southwest Germany, especially in the... Interesting. Sorry, derailed.
No, you're just
Right?
fine.
No, we did
It's
too.
hard to
We're the
not be
one that
derailed
we're
by
the
that
one that
photo.
sent it to you and derailed, so it's fine.
All right, and then Nick's ready. I'm excited to hear.
Okay. Well, I've heard it described as we're kind of a civilization with amnesia.
Okay.
Like if you look at all of the ancient texts, whether anything where it's kind of like I don't. It just basically that there's like a advanced civilization that was wiped out when meteors and comets hit the ice age and ended I think it's called the Younger Dryas era,
Okay.
and it basically flooded and all of the shorelines increased. So basically everything that was a shoreline city got flooded, and like a lot of history was erased. So
I can see that.
a lot of conspiracy things are real. Like you can talk about MK Ultra, that's declassified. So a lot of conspiracy, they're just actually. This is one that you can't really know. It's just fun to think.
Mm-hmm.
There's an advanced civilization.
I could see that. Because I think the Mycenaeans, they often talked about like getting taken over by like the sea people, and that's where people think Atlantis came from. So I could see. Like,
that would be like a.
But that would have happened
version.
way after.
Yeah, but
But I could see like maybe they discovered something from Atlantis.
Well,
I don't know.
one of the main things is that the Sphinx in Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
they try to date it. Like if you look at archaeology, they try to date it to about 2000 BC, I think, something like that. But if you look at the weather eroding on it, which if you look at geology, it's like rainfall, hundreds of years of rainfall is what caused the erosion on it. And the last time that the Sphinx experienced that rainfall was like 12,000 BC, which is right when the Younger Dryas ended, which is right when all this planetary change is happening. So I don't know. It's fun to think about how there might have been some kind of crazy event that we have amnesia. We don't really know. Or,
I have one that kind of goes along with that, that me and my dad believe personally, and that is that society has gone essentially backwards. I believe in creationism. So when Adam was put on the earth, God gave him not absolute knowledge, but very high levels of knowledge. And he passed that along to all of his children and their children, and henceforth and so on. So as time went on, their understandings of things probably became more or less and less complete as it just went further and further downhill. And then you see like the Neolithic period and all that fun stuff, and then it has slowly progressed. That's one that I personally believe. It's a little out there.
Oh, I agree. If you look back at the ancient stones that are like the bedrock for some of the stuff that they built on top of it, it's like perfection, and then all of their skills kind of deteriorate over the years, and you can see it through the... and
that's... Yep, exactly. So, that, I think that we're going backwards. Yeah, I like it. Lyndsie, do you have any others?
Oh, I mean, most of mine are entertainment based. Oh, the logical one. That we never landed on the moon.
Okay. I'd expound.
I remember in high school, in science, they showed us a video of the moon landing, and then they told us all the reasons that it was fake. And that's always stuck with me, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
That's crazy that they show that in, like, that's the route that they would take in
Addi,
high
this
school.
Was
but
Bear River. Are you surprised?
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just us kind of like,
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, so we went to the moon, but then we just never went back.
Yeah, and
That's
Connor
weird.
said something about that earlier today. And once again, that falls under the government has control over everything, and nothing we see or that happens can be believed.
The only reason I could see that they would have to fake it would be essentially their pissing contest they were having with Russia.
The thing is that's something that we would do.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's something we would do
Exactly.
just to
and like
try
the
to get a
pictures of
step up on
space
Russia.
boots and stuff. I don't know.
But also, why would we take their word for it? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, if it was us and Russia, we were like, okay, we made it to the moon first. Why would Russia not be like, okay, well, we're still gonna go?
Yeah, like no
You know
one
what I
else,
mean?
like not on any other country,
We
like
don't need to go.
no other country
Yeah.
ever has. So it's like, well, I feel like someone would they would still want the knowledge of or like they could beat someone else now, you know?
Or maybe they found something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the devil.
Connor's saying that the devil lives on the moon with cheese. So
It's possible.
With Wallace and Gromit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nick knew where I was going.
Yeah.
I can't say no, because it was back when we were living in Ogden. I stayed up till like 3 a.m. just watching conspiracy theory videos, and the next day I was like, Addi, I don't think they went to the moon.
I don't know. Sometimes you get in really, like, you sit and watch really weird things, and then the next day you're in, like, a really weird mood, and you're just like...
Because my eyes have been opened. My third eye has been opened.
Can I tell him yours, babe?
What? No.
Yeah.
No. No, because it's no. 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 No way.
When we were first dating,
No.
she was like, I'm into conspiracies, but like, I don't really want to tell you because you're gonna think I'm crazy. And I was like, you're a flat earther, aren't you? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I kind of saw that coming.
That's not true.
Yeah. So he's convinced that the Earth is flat.
No, that's not true.
And me, I'm like, and it really doesn't matter to me,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, whether it's flat or round impacts me 0%.
That's kind of how I feel about some conspiracy theories, and I'm like, that doesn't really affect me.
Yeah.
Like how the dinosaurs died or all, all that stuff. It's like, that doesn't really affect me. So.
Yeah.
Are there dinosaurs? That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Once again, it's fun to think about, and but at the
we
same
just don't
time, it's
really
like,
Yeah, a thought experiment.
yeah, yep.
So I read a little bit on the flat Earth theory. And I read the part of it was that the moon is like a projection or something.
Well, no, that's...
You got it, baby.
I don't know what the shape of the Earth is. I just know that we're being lied to. Because I can't find anything that's a picture of space that isn't CGI. And water takes a level plane, that's all. It's a thought experiment. So if you look at water, you can't, in a lab, make water curve on the surface. It will always reach a level. And so you look out at the ocean, and I can't find... I just don't trust NASA, and I don't trust any of the pictures. So you start to look at all the ancient religions. It was all basically like a snow globe, like a dome in their little pictures. And I don't know, it's just a thought experiment. I'm not convinced. The moon landing was my first step base with that. And then look into it, you feel crazy when you start to look into this information. And the more you look into it, it's like, oh no, I don't want to believe this. Oh no. But, it's just a fun thought experiment. I don't believe the world is flat. Just show me some real footage. Any amateur footage they shoot up with a balloon that doesn't have curvature like on a fisheye lens. It's flat as far as you can see. It's I don't know. And it brings up a whole nother question, like, okay, well, why isn't there a globe? How does the map work? And then you look at the map, and then you talk about the Antarctica ice wall. There you go, the Antarctica ice wall, which who knows what's beyond that. Then you look at Project Starfish, which is when the Navy started exploring Antarctica, started shooting nukes at what a flat earther would call the dome, but they started shooting nukes at the outskirts of Antarctica to see. It's all classified. Look at Admiral Byrd and his exploration of Antarctica. Yeah, it's just interesting to think about. Now
I didn't know any of that about Antarctica.
I just put on my tinfoil hat. Hat is on.
So I knew that that was part of the theory, is that the Antarctic wall. I didn't know that about Project Starfish or anything like that. I hadn't heard of that. I feel enlightened.
I didn't know they were doing anything in it. Actually, I know very little information about Antarctica. I'm going to be totally honest.
Now, what about the theory that we're actually just a giant plate on the back of a flying turtle? Because that is a theory.
Okay, yes. Yes. Turtles all the way down. Yes. That's Hinduism. That's literally Hinduism.
I feel so enlightened. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be researching this now.
Did you ever watch Avatar, the animated Avatar? Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're okay.
Oh, yeah, the Avatar, the Last Airbender?
I haven't never made it through all of it, but I've seen it.
I watched it with my kids, but that's one of the things, is it's like on a turtle, but it's also Hinduism. It's
oh, yeah.
Turtle, it's on another turtle. It's on another turtle.
Oh, I think it was... I don't remember where we were, but we were at a hotel, and you know how, like, it gets late at night, and there's sometimes never anything on the TV? I swear, there was, like, a 3-hour program on the flat earthers and stuff.
Yeah.
And some of it was interesting, and then some of it was a little out there for me. I don't remember much, but
Do you have something against Nick?
No, it was just some of the No, like everything that he said did come up, and it's kind of just like, yeah, you know. But I don't know. Because it was a 3-hour, special just on one thing, they're going to get a little deeper than sometimes people are willing to go just on their own in the internet.
I have a conspiracy theory that I don't know if it classifies as a conspiracy theory. And you can even ask Addi. I have proof of this. Every time I'm playing a game, if it's like me and my entire team's there, the enemy will always go for me. Every single time. And Addi's seen it. She's seen proof. It happens every single time. And they will walk through my team just to get to me, and I don't know.
Okay, but we've watched a couple like spoof videos on this specific video game that he's into right now, or I guess Overwatch. He's talked to you about it.
Well, yeah,
and
that,
like
Dead by
there's
Daylight, Call of Duty.
a ton of spoof videos of people like going through entire teams to get them too, like. It happens to other people, but it's ridiculous that it happens to you.
I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory
that much.
But it does happen every time.
A conspiracy theory or just more luck.
Yeah.
Like,
we could say
M-O-O-R-E
more luck is a conspiracy theory.
Well, the thing is your family just has bad luck on, like, kind of everything, and then my family has bad luck on, like, health. So we're set for life.
Well, see, if it more luck is if something bad can happen, it will happen. What was it? Like when I was in the bedroom. Yeah. When I went in the bedroom one day and I just like kicked this ball to the side. It bounced off of Toby's changing table, off the wall, off the closet, and hit Addi's sculpture, her willow tree sculpture, and broke it. And I was like, are you kidding? How did that even happen? And that's my life.
Oh, and yesterday, I was having a bad day yesterday, and I had to make cookies for an order, and the last batch, I burned. I hadn't burned cookies in a really long time, and I burned it, and then Toby broke something, and then he broke the freaking baby gate today, and I'm like, he didn't actually break it. It was a piece of it was like where it was welded together. And I'm like, what are the freaking chances that we bought the one where the welded spot wasn't thick enough? Like, seriously?
Yeah.
My parents had the same baby gate.
Yeah.
My parents had the same one, and they've had it for forever, and they have like 2 very large dogs that try to get into it, and it's not broken, but ours is. And we've only had it like a couple months. But
I also believe that 9/11 was an inside job. Or if it there's
absolutely.
Either what's called LIHOP or MyHop.
Tower 7.
Yep. Exactly. And then also LIHOP is just let it happen on purpose, like the government deliberately ignored it and weakened the US's defenses. And then MyHop, which is they made it happen on purpose.
So either they saw that it was going to happen and they were kind of just like, oh, we can make this work for us. Or
they wanted to invade Iraq anyways.
Yeah. Or they made it happen because they wanted it to work for them anyways. Mm-hmm. Which once, okay, like, I swear 2 years ago, all of this stuff I would have been like, no, all these conspiracies are super stupid. But like... Mind. No, it's not even you. Like, with COVID and, like, electric cars now and the oil rigs and, like, just all of this stupid stuff that's going on, I'm like, yep, no, I believe the government has controlled so many things, and all of those conspiracy theories that could have involved the government are true. Because... maybe it was just just I wasn't super paying attention to the government before.
Gets, banned after this episode.
I didn't really care.
That would be pretty funny.
But now it's like, I believe him a lot more than I did.
Also, have you guys seen the painting of George Bush that was in Jeffrey Epstein's, mansion? Let me show you.
I haven't, but Nick has.
So this was...
He's gonna send it to you guys.
This was a painting that he had.
He just
in
sent
his
it over.
house. And I also have a whole nother thing on the death of Jeffrey Epstein and Jeffrey Epstein in general and Pizzagate and Chrissy Teigen and yeah. So that's an actual painting that they took out of his mansion. So on the night that Jeffrey Epstein...
Oh, I was going to say, I think we lost him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're
Okay, things went quieter than usual, and Connor kept talking, and I was like, wait, I think we lost them.
So on
Yeah,
the night
so that's
of...
a super creepy picture.
I know,
Yeah.
right? And on the
Especially
night
because
of...
he's
one
just
of
like
Bill
sitting there
Clinton that he had.
smiling.
Yeah, I was just about to say
Yeah.
that one. That's a great one.
Is it dress?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposedly Monica Lewinsky's dress and heels. I'll send that so Lindsay can see it. But yeah, so like on the night of his quote unquote suicide, he was supposed to be checked on every 30 minutes. Because he was on suicide watch.
Who is this?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure I knew you were talking about.
And what happened was the guards fell asleep at their post. They didn't check in on him at all. It was the first suicide at that prison in 14 years. It was said, because his body was removed from the scene without any pictures or any investigations done, and both cameras looking at his cell were malfunctioning that night.
Of course.
But it is said that he was on his knees with like a sheet wrapped around his neck, and he hung
Yeah,
from
his
his
was
bunk.
definitely an inside job.
But there were photos taken of the cell without his body, and there's bottles of medicine standing upright on the top bunk, which means there was no jolting of the bed.
Yeah,
Because even if you're committing suicide, your body still fights it.
Yeah, it would have probably not.
There were also other materials he could have used as a ligature, such as wires and tubing from his sleep apnea machine. He was 185 pounds, 6 foot tall. He wouldn't have been able to hang himself. His body wouldn't have let him just sit on his knees and hang himself. So
You'd think if the government's trying to cover up deaths like that, they'd do a better job.
well, that leads into another one of my theories, which is the Clintons are behind a whole lot of deaths, and they're behind a whole lot of things in the
Clinton
government.
Foundation. Oh yeah.
Yep. And then also the pedophilia ring that he was a part of, and they were afraid he was going to testify against them. And one of the
How
people
deep
on
does
that,
it go?
yeah, exactly. And one of them on that was Chrissy Teigen. And when he got arrested, she deleted 60,000 tweets about pizza, toddlers, and pedophiles.
Oh boy. Yep.
And some of her tweets are pretty gross. In 2011, she wrote about toddlers and tiaras, and she said, "Seeing little girls do the splits half naked is just ... I want to put myself in jail." Another tweet, she said she's about to Anthony Weiner this kid, which is a reference to the convicted pedophile and husband to Clinton aide Huma Abedin. Then she said, a belly and a shirt with a small sexy toddler on it saying, "Number 1, duh. What does a guy wear to a toddlers and tiara party?" And then she also tweeted about an article labeled "Pedophile's Delight," and it was a toddlers and tiaras star 4 dons fake boobs and a fake butt. And then she also, in 2012, there was a tweet about 13-year-old girls being the best pleasure. I have a couple more. Let's see.
See, I didn't know that about Chrissy Teigen. I knew this is the conspiracy I heard about her, that she literally like eats children. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So that makes sense here and there.
And there was this thing called Pizzagate, which is a theory that essentially pedophilia was being like codenamed, like pizza and ranch dressing was semen and all these things. and like pizza was a boy, and then something else was a girl. And she deleted a tweet, which, like, if this wasn't bad, why did you delete it? It says, I woke up this morning with a pizza on my chest and ranch dressing all over me. So if you think I'm too good for this, you are sadly mistaken.
Yeah, the FBI has codes for other things like that too. That people like that use, and you can look in through lots of different administrations where those are used at their parties, and they're like, the so-and-sos are waiting in the hot tub, which like refers to 12-year-old boys, and,
yep,
to members of Congress and stuff like that.
And she also, there were 2 other tweets. One from 2009 that says, I just saw a baby that looked like a porn star, like a trashy do-anything porn star. Is this wrong to think? And then one from 2011 that says, I now know what parents go through when they are forced to tie their kids up in the basement. You have to do it, but it's icky, am I right? And then 2015, Johnny and I are on our way to the hashtag Hollydale. At Karina Belanoff is serving a nice 4-year-old cheese pizza with adrenochrome. Yeah.
Adrenochrome, which is harvested from human bodies, also, like children.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah.
And then she gets all mad that, like, people are saying that she's a pedophile. It's like, you deleted these tweets that people got a hold of before they were deleted. So
that's some dark stuff, buddy.
And her and John Legend were frequents at Epstein's Island. So, yeah, just a whole lot of that stuff. And I think the vast majority of the elite are pedophilic, and I think that's one of the reasons To Catch a Predator is no longer on there. You don't see a lot of things anymore fighting pedophilia. There was for a little bit, there was like the pedophilic community trying to do like the Love is Love thing. Mm-hmm. There's NAMBLA, which is the National or the North American Man Boy Love Association.
Okay. May I interject?
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg. And look up his production company. And it's basically an anagram for that. What is it? There's AMBLA and NAMBLA. Look up his production company, and his first movie was basically, it's dark. It ruins every Spielberg movie for you if you look into it. But
Amblin.
Yeah, look at the way the girl from Poltergeist died. I don't even want to speak of it. It's horrible on set, but it's some dark stuff. People, I don't even know where to go from there. I've heard of what you're talking about, but yeah, Spielberg, it'll ruins all Spielberg movies once you learn.
Yeah, it's just wild. 2 heart attacks, congenital stenosis of the intestine complicated by septic shock. Oof. So yeah, I believe that the vast majority of the elite are pedophilic.
It just makes me think of secret combinations.
Yep. What a fun episode, guys. What a good happy times.
We gotta end on a positive note. We can't do that.
Oh yeah, do we have is there any positive?
Go back to your conspiracy theories.
None of them are positive, I promise.
Well, I know, but maybe one more positive than that.
All of mine were government killed JFK, Bigfoot's real, Jeffrey Epstein death, 9/11.
How about we end it with, I guess,
the 2020
I feel
election,
like everything's kind of negative, but
the Clintons.
I believe that COVID is controlled and man-made.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
Agreed.
Yeah, and then just, I don't know how I feel about the microchips in the vaccines. I don't know. The vaccines make me nervous. We're all still fully vaccinated, but I don't know. But I do believe that it was a ploy to a bunch of other stuff.
I also believe Princess Diana was murdered by the Queen. 110%.
I still remember when she died. She died on Kelsey's birthday.
Well, why did Kelsey do
Her
that?
watching
That's
that on
kind
the
of rude.
news. That was her gift.
Happy birthday!
I know you believe that one.
No, I'm just saying go to it for a minute.
Well, just we're gonna get there. Sorry, I'm trying to.
I've
find
also
happy
heard,
ones.
I'm not sure how I feel
There's
about
not a
this,
lot of
but
them.
like 5G
Causes
being,
cancer.
yeah, causing cancer or like being connected to COVID. And like, I'm not, I don't know a lot about that one. I've heard it.
There's the birds aren't real one.
The birds aren't real. Heard that one. I don't know.
I haven't heard
Some
that one.
birds. I'll say some birds maybe. But also there's nanoparticles that nanographene and like carbon molecules that 5G assemble into like
Yeah.
artificial things. That's what you're talking about, I think, with the 5G assembling things with the either the COVID or the vaccine. I remember hearing something about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, birds, they're very suspicious.
They're always up to something.
I'm not a fan of birds.
Them chickens are up to something. Oh yeah, Lyndsie hates birds.
I think I knew that.
Thank my mom for that. Love you, Mom.
The Earth has been stuck into a black hole. Here's one. The Disney created Frozen as a distraction to get people to stop looking up Walt Disney.
Oh
being
yeah,
frozen.
yeah. So when they type in Disney's Frozen, it pops up the movie instead of the conspiracy theory.
So I could see that one.
No, I haven't heard that.
That he was cryogenically frozen, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. They're just trying to, they just tried to make it to where Google didn't pop up that stuff anymore.
Interesting.
The Denver International Airport.
I mean, if
is
you
moved
dig
by
deep enough,
headquarters.
it can, but like, if someone's just going in, like, just saying Disney Frozen, before they were probably looking for his head being frozen, or whatever. Now it just pops up the movies.
Yeah. Prince Charles is a vampire.
Prince Charles.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess he's King Charles now. He's related to Vlad the Impaler.
Charlie boy.
And he has the disease porphyria, which is an iron deficiency that causes people to be sensitive to sunlight. Sure it is, Charles. The Nazis had a secret base in Antarctica. That one I
Oh
forgot
yeah,
about.
that goes in with Project Starfish and Admiral Byrd of the Navy. Oh yeah, you can dive deep on that one if you have a chance.
We're all living in the Matrix. The moon isn't real.
Obviously.
Titanic didn't actually sink. Zombies.
I actually saw that there's a Titanic 2 coming out.
I'm sure
And
that's
that
going to
Jack
go well.
didn't really die. I saw it on TikTok, so it's gotta be real.
Oh yeah, obviously. Amelia Earhart was eaten by crabs. I have seen that one. They found pieces of her plane and kind of figured out where it would have landed. And there's a bunch of crabs there, like huge 3-foot-long coconut crabs.
Interesting.
I think that's what happened to her. I think she crash landed, and then either they ate her dead body, or she lived for a while, got old, died, and then they ate her body.
I heard a conspiracy about her where they have pictures of her allegedly in somewhere in Indonesia where maybe she was captured because it was during time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that.
If you look it up, there's a picture. Maybe it's not Indonesia, but that she's obviously in this picture after she was supposed to have crashed in some. I'm going to sound racist by saying Asian, some continent. I don't know where it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somewhere in Asia.
Where we're not. I believe it's out there, I just don't know where it is. Huh, I found a Lego Amelia Earhart. That's kind of neat. Let's see. Sirens were responsible for shipwrecks, so mermaids. Queen Elizabeth I
Ark of
was
the
on
Covenant?
Yeah, Ark of the Covenant.
You heard of Ark of the Covenant? That's potentially real, and I thinking about that.
Okay, those were kind of
Cancer.
all the big ones I found. Yeah. 5G causes cancer. Everything causes cancer.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we found them all. We conspired. So that was good.
I feel like they're all true.
Yeah, probably. I could see them all being true. I mean, we only speak.
I feel like the
truth on this
government has a
podcast.
hand in everything, so you can't believe anything that the government has a hand in. So I believe them all.
They don't have a hand in me.
I didn't used to, but I do now. Things are messed up.
I broke Addi, apparently.
No, it wasn't even you. I told you that. It wasn't anyone. It's just... Oh, what? Oh, while I was away on this... No. Was it? No, it was. No, while I was away on this girls trip this last weekend, my family, said they were talking about, like, the original Coke formula.
Oh, yeah. New
and,
Coke?
like, conspiring that NASA is the secret location that they go to make it. Like, just where it could be and everything.
What's called New Coke, and it was, like, in between the 80s and the 90s, and they came out with that quote-unquote new formula, and...
Oh, really? They were just talking about how, like, only
cheaper
2 people on
ingredients.
the whole earth know it, and it's only passed down through families, and they can never be together, but they go to, like, a secret location to, like, make the base of the Coke.
Do they have to hide it from plankton?
Diet Coke?
The secret
Just
just
Coke in
Coke
general.
like, because
Like
every
the base
Coke has
Coca-Cola.
a base of, like, a base that's the same, and then it's changed for different companies. Because, like, McDonald's Coke is different from the bottled Coke you get in the store. But, like, all of it
tastes better.
Right. But all of it has the same, like, base. And that they have, like, a secret location that just this one person that knows this formula. There's 2 people, but they can't be together ever. Goes to make this formula.
I think I just found a meme. This is an actual ad from the Coca-Cola company back in the 90s, but it could very easily be a meme, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. That'll be the happy note that we end on.
Oh, soda, Coke.
Well, it's this creepy smiling guy that
Oh.
just says, "Don't say
That's
the
really
P
how
word."
I feel. Like there's a reason that it's not like enjoy a fresh, cold Pepsi. Everybody's like, ew. Like, if I go somewhere and they say, is Pepsi okay? And just like, no, I want water.
I could see that.
That person.
Okay, well, I think we will end that there. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us and teaching me some things.
Thanks for having us.
Well, yeah. Anytime you guys wanna do another one, let me know. We'll figure out a topic.
Right. Awesome.
All right. Well, until next time, everybody.